Lucas Cash with a complete game.
A phenomenal play by Chase Jackson at short.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Will Yao. Wow.
There is no better way to come off of celebrating America than with America's favorite pastime. It's Sunday baseball, a 7-inning special between the Charlottesville Tom Sox and the Winchester Royals. Hello and welcome everybody to Tom Sox Broadcast Network. Landon Weaver and Brian Portney with you for this shortened game, but that doesn't take away from the entertainment factor.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, there's going to be a ton of fun things to talk about today, especially with the Winchester Royals coming in at the top of the VBL North Division, a North-South cross-division game. And, you know, it's coming back from a break, you know, after the July 4th, you know, after Independence Day. The Tom Sox get to go back for one more game before the All-Star two-day break. And then, well, it's going to be interesting to see what they can do with the available pitchers, and there's going to be a good lineup for them as well.
As you mentioned, this is a North and South Division clash. Winchester atop of the North Division 15-11. The Sox in 4th place, which would qualify them for the playoffs if the season were to end today. They sit at 12-14. Charlottesville 1-3 against the North Division teams this season. Your umpires for today's contest, you see them on your screen standing at home plate. Behind the plate, calling balls and strikes, Kyle Dickerson. Over on first, Trevor Kindred. And on third base, it's Greg John. Well, with that, let's go ahead and set the Sox defensive alignment. We'll start off in the outfield and left. It's Lucas Ream. In center field, covering the ground, is Tommy Lansness. And in right, it's Braden Bachman. The infield is as follows. Grayson McCollum at third, Harrison Campy at short, Chase Jackson at second, and Caden Combs back at first. And the battery today, Sam Summerlin behind the plate and Clayton Arma throwing the pitches.
Yeah, it should be a good one today, especially with Harrison Campy, a new second baseman. Chase Jackson has had his cuts at shortstop, so a new middle infield. We're usually used to Will Gow, Xavier McCory, some kind of combination of that, but it's going to be interesting to see. Chase Jackson has fielded a couple of good fungos in pregame warm-ups, not only today but before that. So we're going to see that. He's been swinging hot bat as of recent, so it should be good in that respect. And we'll now take a look at the Winchester starting lineup.
Leading off for the Royals, left fielder Bodie Pullen. Batting second, playing second base for Winchester, Carl Keenan. In center field, it's Jaime Padilla. Third baseman, batting cleanup, Brody Connors, an all-star for the Winchester Royals. And then batting fifth, Cameron Telefston. He's one of the premier home run hitters in the Valley League. Batting sixth and catching, Reese Newberry. Batting seventh and playing as the designated hitter, it's Todd Abraham. In right and batting eighth, it's Christian Dillard. And rounding out the lineup, playing short, Zach Fortman.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really say any more good things about Cameron Telefston. He's all over the stat leaderboards for the Winchester Royals. 12 extra base hits, 6 home runs, 15 RBIs, and if you look at that frame, 6'6", 240 pounds, so quite the frame. He's able to really get a lot of power behind that. It's going to be interesting to see that in the battle between the other first baseman, Caden Combs. But now we take a look at the man on the mound, in Clayton Arma.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. Played his collegiate ball this past season at Auburn University. Heralds from Great Falls, Virginia, up near the nation's capital. And on the season, you know, he's pitched, he's had some good games, he's had some rough games. He sits in the middle of the pack with his ERA and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's just got to find a way to develop his breaking ball. We saw what it could be earlier on in the season when he had as many strikeouts as he did against Waynesboro in the opener. Now he's trying to find a way to get back into that, and it's going to be good to see from him today. Overall, on the season, Clayton Arma's got 24 strikeouts to 17 walks, trying to get some more swing and miss stuff. But, right now, he's got to find a way to get back into it. A 10.61 ERA. Trying to get back to the early season heroics.
Yeah, the strike to walk ratio isn't horrible. It's actually pretty ideal. He strikes out more batters than he walks, but when the runs come in, they typically come in a plethora of runs. So if he limits runs, he'll probably give up 1 or 0. If he doesn't limit the runs, then you're looking at north of 7, maybe 8. So it's just about finding Goldilocks out there,
Absolutely. I think really the thing is he's going to need to trust the defense behind him, and with summer ball you get to see something different every single day. So we'll see how it is, even starting from the first batter.
First batter, you can see on your screen digging in, it's Bodie Pullen. He played his 2026 collegiate ball at Shepherd University and was a 2-time PSAC East Athlete of the Week. First pitch comes in as a ball at 5:05 p.m. Fellas, it is 95 degrees outside. This weekend has just been incredible with the heat that Virginia is pumping out.
Yeah, but there was about a 35-degree difference on Saturday. It was 106 at one point, then it dropped down to 71, even 68.
As Arma continues to work against Bodie Pullen, Brian, how important is it to take these North Division games when you play against a cross-league rival?
Yeah, I mean, you're playing every game. It's 36 games. They all don't mean the same, but it's division. I mean, you're talking about one game versus another. I mean, yeah, you play one team 6 times. You play one team 1 time, but they're all 36 games on the schedule.
The only chance you would have to face one of these teams again is in the championship series. As crazy as it sounds, Arma delivers a 4-pitch walk against Bodie Pullen to start things off. Not the ideal start for the Great Falls native.
Yeah, I mean, once again, he's just got to find his way back into it. And the thing is, it's just about locating. Really, that's the thing you'll see over the entire Valley League is these pitchers just have to find better ways to locate.
Up next, Carl Keenan. He's a switch hitter choosing to hit left against the righty Arma. He wants to get that opposite feel with the righty on the mound. Already a runner on in Bodie Pullen as Arma gets his first strike of the contest.
Yeah, Carl Keenan coming in here batting .375, 1 walk and 7 strikeouts on the year.
There's a flare, and Campy makes his first play at second base on the season. It's a good confidence boost to get that early on.
Yeah, I mean, that ball caught no part of the barrel, and it's good there because that's going to induce really weak contact, and it's just a nice pop-up for Harrison Campy, and that's out number 1.
Harrison Campy coming in as a late addition to the Sox squad, played at Wofford this past season. A lot of Wofford to Charlottesville connection. There's your first throw over of the contest. Arma and Caden Combs getting used to each other, although I'm sure that chemistry already pretty high. They both played with each other at Auburn.
Yeah, I mean, coming off of 1 year together, it's good to see that. I mean, we saw how well these guys can gel after just a month.
The Tom Sock to Auburn, I guess the Auburn to Tom Sock portal pathway, if you will, it's astonishing.
Pipeline?
Yeah, pipeline. There you go. One of the P words, right?
Yeah, there you go.
It's astonishing. Just, it's an SEC school. It's in the South as the throwers keep on getting closer between Arma and Combs. Pullen's got to be careful over on first, but you think about Saxon Roberts last year, Trevor Booten as well, all those guys. It's mainly pitchers, but now you see a hitter in Caden Combs.
Yeah, and Trevor Booten, the wins leader.
That one really close. Pullen, he's got to be careful over on first base. He's nearly been tagged out the last 3 times. There hasn't even been a pitch thrown to Jaime Padilla.
Yeah, he's got a team-leading 10 stolen bases, though. Only has not thrown out once this year.
Trevor Kindred over on first base declines the appeal. That would be why Arma is looking over there so much. You don't want him to get that confidence of a steal in the first inning. 1-0 count with Padilla. And there's a swing and a miss from the Winchester center fielder. Padilla, a graduate out of Yonkers, New York. Played at Shenandoah University this past season. He was ODAC first team.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at that, all the accolades keep building up. As there's another throwback to first and runners back in safely and Bodie Pullen.
It was something that caught my eye this morning when I was preparing for Winchester, because they're a team that you're not going to see many times, if not more than once this season. It's a team that has so many D3 guys, but they're all so achieved at their own colleges.
Yeah, I mean, you see guys like Cooper Mayers from Denison at the Stanton Braves as well, who was just pitching in the national championship, and the Big Red just coming off of a national championship title season.
The 2-1 is pop foul. That sails behind the batting cage. Padilla in his last game, 1 for 2 with a walk. And so far for the Royals, he's played in 16 games. This will be his 17th. He's gone around the bases 10 times and scored and registered 17 hits. Bodie Pullen off of first for Winchester. He earned a leadoff walk, a 4-pitch walk from Clayton Arma. Here's another throw over. Still no success.
Good thing to note here, Albert Maldonado had 2 pickoffs, which is rare enough to get even 1, but to get 2 in an outing for the Tom Sox, I believe that was on Friday.
The 2-2 swung on and missed. The foul tip into Sam Summerlin's glove for strikeout number 1. Clayton Arma getting going early.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it was that confidence boost of the weak contact, and then you go back to it with swing and a miss stuff. Just weak contact right into the mitt. So back-to-back weak contact, and you're going to see what you can do against Brody Connors, who's well accomplished already this season.
A VBL All-Star selection at the third base position. He'll go and play in Bethesda, Maryland on Tuesday when the Valley League takes on the Cal Ripken League. It's a one-of-a-kind All-Star game. I know in the past it's just been the Valley League against the Valley League, but this should be fun. You know, you get to see what other leagues are like. I don't know how similar, how different the Cal Ripken is to the VBL, but definitely will be an interesting experience.
Yeah, I mean, the Cal Ripken League is one of their own, as well as, you know, you can talk about all the leagues there, the Appalachian League, the Northwoods League, the Cape Cod League. There's so many to name, and it's just awesome to see all that collegiate talent and graduate collegiate talent and former high school talent as well.
Pullen trying to take off for second. The throw by Summerlin is way offline. It goes all the way to the center fielder Lansness. That was not very accurate, and now the ball is not even getting back to Clayton Arma. That was just a disastrous play from everyone out the middle of the field.
Yeah, I think Summerlin was just trying to get his pop time quicker, and sometimes with that comes you're focusing on one thing rather than the other, maybe focusing on the transfer instead of throwing down there, or focusing on throwing down there before you even have the ball in your right hand.
Well, there's stolen base number 11 for Bodie Pullen. He's in scoring position. 3-0 pitch, misses upstairs, and Clayton Arma delivers his second walk of the first.
So we talked about this in the Stanton broadcast on Friday about how, I believe his name is Colin Bohannon, the starter for Stanton, how he was getting kind of around because of the base running mind games, kept throwing back. Will Yao ends up stealing second anyways, and that changes the complexion of the entire inning. And then you see that right here is there's a quick meeting the minds of the mound. We'll keep going.
Just a mound visit for Sam Summerlin and Arma, trying to talk things over. There are 2 outs, runners on first and second for Winchester, and a VBL All-Star that just drew a walk, and now you have Cameron Tellefson, who is tied third in all of the VBL with home runs. He's got 6 of them. Swing and a miss on the first pitch by Arma. That looked nice. Tellefson stands at 6'6", 240. So you know that bat has a lot of pop, and he's been using it a ton. Playing first base today for Winchester. Arma back-to-back strikes to begin this at-bat.
Yeah, that's got to do something to his momentum. Even after the walk, he's just going to need one pitch here.
You can hear the warning alarms from our PA system. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Arma, a little bit of tension, gets out of it, and it's a scoreless first for the Sox.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seaville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official.
Welcome back to Cho Airport Field. Sox getting ready to go to the bats. We'll go ahead and give you their lineup. See it on your screen. Grayson McCollum leading things off at third base. Then Chase Jackson, today's shortstop, followed by Tommy Lansness in center field. Caden Combs over on first. And Lucas Ream had a 2-home run game his last time out at Cho Airport Field. We'll see if he can carry that momentum. Followed by Braden Bachman, Cardone batting 7th, Summerlin 8th, and Campy rounding out at second base in 9th.
Yeah, it should be a fun way to see if Lucas Ream can replicate what he had with a 2-home run. It was a 2-home run game. As you were talking about on Friday, I don't know how much the ball is flying out today. It doesn't seem like there's going to be a whole lot of wind, but you know, he's in the lineup and he's going to make an impact. But, I mean, there are plenty of guys that can make an impact, including the guy who has started more games than I believe anybody else in the Tom Sox lineup this year, leading off with McCollum.
Grayson McCollum, this is his 25th game, his 25th start. A special player from Kennesaw State. Leads the team in hits, runs, and RBIs. First pitch to McCollum. Goes right to the first baseman, to Lefson, and he'll take it to the bag himself for out number 1.
I like the aggressive approach, though. I mean, you know, coming off of the strikeout to end the inning, the momentum was in the way of Clayton Arma and that Tom Sox defense. You want to go right away and see what you can do, and, you know, you got to feel now you got to be able to come back and take a couple pitches in this at-bat.
On the bump for Winchester, it's Ian Kaiser. He's a pitcher and can also double as a hitter. Stands at 5'9", so a small frame out there, but was able to get the first out with the first pitch. Well, the rest of the Winchester lineup goes like this. Newberry behind the plate, so him and Kaiser form the battery. The infield is Connors, Fortman at short, Connors at third, Keenan at second base, and to Lefson over on first. Then Pullen, Padilla, and Dillard from left to right in the outfield. Liner right back up the middle. Keenan comes onto it over to first, and that's quick 2 outs for the Tom Sox.
Giving everything in the infield, you got to like that if you're Ian Kaiser, being able to trust the defense behind you. But right now for the Tom Sox, it's one of my keys to the game, actually, 2-out hitting. Tom Sox have got to be able to do that because when they came back down 5-1, it was all 2-out hitting.
That against Covington back on Thursday night. They walked it off in the bottom of the 10th, and Tommy Lansness was the one that really got that started with a 3 RBI double. He crushed it out to the deepest part of the ballpark, out in right field, which is 385.
Yeah, I mean, you love to see it from him.
Well, that was an interesting location of a pitch. Luckily, Lansness ducked. It would have taken off his head.
I think it just, again, that sometimes that happens when you're working arm side. It's just the weird slot that you have, but we'll see if he brings it back glove side over correct. There you go.
They should make you the pitching coach, Portney. You know what you're doing.
No. We already have 2 pitching coaches.
Of course, we have Will Pearson and then the Honorable Coy Tomlin. And they do a great job. The pitching staff this year has really improved as things have gone on. Here's the 3-0. Misses upstairs, and Lansness is the first Sock base runner with a 4-pitch walk. Brings up Caden Combs.
That's what we were talking about. Just take pitches. You got to see what this guy's arsenal is going to be. That's really the purpose of your first at-bat, is to see what he's going to throw you, take what he gives you, and then work with it what you can in those next few at-bats, or if you get the scouting reports from your guys. There you go.
Caden Combs, there's a lot of potential with that bat. We're still waiting for that first home run in either the Cho or another ballpark. We know he has that pop. He's told us he has that pop, but it's all about the adjustment of coming from the SEC to the VBL, where you're going from facing SEC pitchers to maybe D3 pitchers like today. First 2 pitches from Kaiser find the zone. It's 0-2 quickly.
I think really in this league, your classification in the spring does not matter as much as people think it does. You got JUCO guys hitting home runs off of D1 Power 4 SEC guys, and you can really see it all across the board.
Lansness takes off for second, and he'll get in there safely.
And it really goes back to how I always talk about the Valley League is kind of a diamond in the rough league. You're going to see, your pure talent go there, and you know who was one of those diamonds in the rough? Trey Savage.
He's currently pitching in the big leagues as Lansness takes off for third, slides in, and gets there. Back-to-back steals from Tommy Lansness, and he's 90 feet away from scoring. The count as well. It was 0-2 against Combs. Now it's 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, in the flash of an eye, or the blink of an eye, Tommy Lansness now has 10 stolen bases on the year.
Combs takes ball 3. Full count with 2 outs. Sox looking to strike first.
Again, missing outside. You wonder if he goes high heater here just to differ his arsenal.
Combs lines it foul, nearly catching fair ground on that first base line. It just flares off towards the Sox bullpen, and we'll do the full count pitch again.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is he caught a piece of the barrel there, and now he knows what he can get.
Chopper finds outfield grass, and Combs' RBI single puts the Sox up 1-0.
And sometimes weak contact is all you're going to need in that situation. He just finds the 5-6 hole just that easily. And it's good to see from that. Once again, it's weak contact, but it's able to get the job done. And it was not going to get there in time. The shortstop in Fortman was not going to get there in enough time to field that. So there you go.
Lucas Ream digs into that righty's batter's box. He hit 2 home runs in his last game at Cho Airport Field. First pitch he fouls off. Brian, he was the first Tom Sock to do that since Evan Taveras last season, around this time, maybe a little closer to the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it's written in the stars as the Tom Sox look to continue on their playoff push.
He's got 3 home runs now on the year. Swing and a miss on the 0-1 pitch.
Once again, down to their final strike, we saw Caden Combs take his pitches and watch it go, and then is finally able to swing away. So it's going to be interesting to see if he attacks the zone here or if he misses again.
Kaiser's 0-2 into the dirt. Nicely done by Newberry to keep it beneath him.
I think the way his slot works, he's able to really get a lot of horizontal movement. But again, that comes at a cost as he's trying to find the zone glove side.
Ream swinging a miss. The Sox go down, but not before putting a run up in the first. They lead 1-0 as we head into the second.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at tomsox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter.
Sox ahead 1-0 after a Caden Combs RBI single in the first. Brian, let's take a look at the tail of the tape.
Yeah, as for the Tom Sox and the Royals, both near the top of the VBL in terms of the ERA category. Well, the positive part of the ERA category. And again, WHIP is very close to each other, but the errors really sticks out. Tom Sox have 15 more errors than the Royals do. And then batting average, Tom Sox around the bottom of the league. And then once again, the OPS, that difference jumps out as well because of that. And then the stolen base numbers, the Tom Sox like to steal a lot more. We talked about how the stolen base leader for the Royals has 10. That's Bodie Poland, or at least going into this one. So, I mean, it really shows the difference between these two teams and perhaps the philosophies.
Reese Newberry leads us off. Thank you again, Brian, for that. It's very insightful when you take a look at all the numbers and how they kind of mesh up. You can see why Winchester is 15-11 and top of the VBL North. And the Sox, they're fighting. They're fighting for that fourth place spot. As we've said, with 10 games to go, it's going to be a battle to the end between them, Harrisonburg, and Culpeper.
Yeah, but sometimes some of these are just situationally, like stolen base opportunities. You just kind of have to have the lead sometimes.
As the 0-1 misses, Newberry out of Shorter University from Lilburn, Georgia. His last game he was 1 for 3 with an RBI and got around to score, batting .417 in just 4 games with the Royals. So those numbers are inflated, but in his first 4 games he has hit a home run. So he has that pop and threat to send it out of the park.
Yeah, he's also hit and therefore reached base in all 4 games so far, having the Aiden Harris type start to the season.
Arma looking for his 3rd strikeout. The 1-2 breaking ball misses. The Winchester Royals have been around for a very long time. They have won 13 Valley League titles, Brian. 10 of them came before the turn of the century.
Yeah. Well, the Tom Sox have been one of the more successful franchises since joining just 11 years ago.
Yeah, it is crazy that they've only been around for 11 years, but they have more titles than the Royals do since the year 2000. One of those titles was in 1979 when the commissioner of the Valley Baseball League, Rick Furr, played for the Winchester Royals. It's crazy how small of a world and how small of a league this really is. The 2-2 misses outside.
So you can kind of say that the Winchester Royals are almost like the New York Yankees of the VBL in a way.
They've been around a long time, but the very first team to win it was in 1954, the Stanton Braves. Here's the full count pitch, fouled off. So if anything, they're really the Yankees. They've been around the longest, but at Winchester, they've won a lot of titles. Same with Harrisonburg. They're tied with each other at 13. Harrisonburg has slowly clawed back into that race. Full count pitch coming up from Arma again. Him and Summerlin in deep discussion. And Newberry gets on with a walk.
Yeah, good take there from Newberry. He really couldn't do anything else on that one. It's his first game as a Royal behind the plate or doing anything in the field. He was a designated hitter the first 4 games. So now he gets on base. He has no stolen bases on the year, so maybe here's a chance.
This is Todd Abraham, senior from Utica, New York, and he played his collegiate ball at Binghamton. Takes the first pitch strike In high school, Brian, he had a 500 career average.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you see that. Really a lot of inflated numbers in high school, and you find these guys playing in the big leagues, and this guy hopes to one day.
I mean, you're coming up to the plate, and one of every 2 times you're going to get a hit. It's almost hard to fathom.
Yeah, and I mean, imagine how much when he puts the ball in play, it's even more than half the time.
Here's the 1-1 from Arma. Swing and a miss from Abraham. It's 1-2. I know you love those kind of stats, those intricacies into if the ball is in play and if it's not. So you think it would be higher if we were to look at that stat in particular?
Oh, absolutely. And you'll hear more about that when we update the stat packs tomorrow.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 3 for Clayton Arma.
Yeah, you're not in high school anymore. Todd Abraham was coming in here batting 153 on the year, and now he's sent back swinging. He has 25 strikeouts on the year, now 26.
Up next, 8-hole batter Christian Dillard. Redshirt senior out of Melbourne, Florida. Plays his collegiate ball at Middle Georgia State University. So a couple of interesting collegiate names in Georgia. I believe there's the Georgia State and College, correct?
Yeah, Georgia College State University,
Yep.
D2, I don't want to say powerhouse, but I believe they were close to winning the Peach Belt a couple years ago.
Here's the 1-0. Swing on and miss by Dillard. He wanted all of that and then some.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the Peach Belt Conference, Middle Georgia is there as well. They were 2 in barbecue in the conference tournament.
Still a runner on. Reese Newberry over there on first. Swung on and missed again by Dillard.
He was well behind that one as well. And, I mean, really that's the difference between D2 and SEC. You're going to see different velocities there. You don't see a lot of guys throwing probably over 95 in D2.
23 strikeouts this season in college. Count moves to 2-2.
Yeah, Dillard this year had 14 strikeouts so far on the year.
This is his 20th appearance for the Royals. So he's been in Winchester since the early goings. Arma's 2-2. Misses upstairs. Newberry still waits on first. Double play depth for the Sox in the infield as Arma takes his cap off. It is hot outside, and you know, baseball players, they wear a lot of gear, so I can only imagine how much they're burning up right now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you kind of have to wear these as protection for when you're sliding into second or third.
Payoff pitch fouled off by Dillard.
But yeah, I mean, that's just the nature of the game. These guys have played this game since they were 5 or maybe even 3 years old. So, yeah, they've gotten used to it over the years, but it doesn't make it any more bearable, I guess, at times.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Number 4 for Clayton Arma. Back-to-back strikeouts, and there's 2 outs in the second.
There's been a lot of back-to-back punch-outs from the Tom Sox pitchers this year as they've been able to really carry momentum from here to there. And you like to see it, but now he's got to finish it against the bottom of the order in Fortman.
Played his collegiate ball at Sewanee, the University of the South. First pitch to him is cut on and missed. He's been all SAA his past 2 years, was second team in 2025, first team this year. Here's the 0-1, taken inside, and he was even third team all-region ABCA this past year in 2026, so he's having a really, really good season down there.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good to see from that. You know, you talked about it in your prep, seeing all these guys with, you know, all these D3 guys with so many accolades. They were so accomplished at their schools, and now they get to challenge themselves against the cream of the crop.
Arma's 1-1. Tap foul.
Best crowd mic in the Valley League.
No doubt. You can hear everything. You can hear the ball hitting that fence. And it's not often the crowd mic gets hit, But when it does, I'll be sure you hear that one as well.
Absolutely.
Arma looking for 3 straight strikeouts to end the inning after walking leadoff man Reese Newberry, who still sits on first. The pitch, pop foul and out of play. Fortman this season, 20 strikeouts to 7 walks. So there's another, you transfer in, you come in from D3 where you have a lot more walks to now you're facing a plethora, a variety of different level of pitching, and now you have D1 SEC.
Well, the Royals are second in the league right now in strikeouts at 248, trailing only Newmarket, who has 254.
Breaking ball and a half-hearted swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. No, it does not. Arma's been called for a balk. Newberry goes on to second.
Glad I wrote that in pen.
And the count stays at 1-2. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't write anything down either.
I did. So I gotta. We'll see what happens.
All right, we'll do that again. Act like it didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
1-2 pitch with 2 outs. Outside 2-2.
You know, there's Instagram reels. There's goldfish memory next play.
Right?
Yeah, it's lacrosse, but it's you take the Segway pipeline to baseball. Here.
Of course, you can apply it to any sport. The 2-2, tap foul, and Fortman stays alive. It's like a cat. He's using up his lives right now.
Yeah.
He had 9, now he's down to 7.
Well, I mean, he can keep fouling balls off till the sun comes down. Oh, we'll see.
Batting .215 this season for the Royals. 14 hits and 1 home run. Now a runner in scoring position. Breaking ball swung on, tapped, almost caught by Summerlin. Still 2-2.
Got a piece of the breaking ball there. He's adjusting to it better, but I don't know. I really like to see if he can go fastball elevated here to try and fool him, or what pitch is really working for him now. But, yeah, if you got a pitch that's working, why not go and use it again?
The 2-2. Crushed into left field, but foul near Winchester's bullpen.
I'll take it back. No more fastball up, but no, I mean, I think at this point, once again, you got to go back to the breaking ball, try and go down. See how, Fortman will adjust to it.
Fortman has extended this at-bat to an extreme level. A balk kept him alive. Now it's 2-2 with 2 outs. The pitch swung on and missed. No balk, no problem. Arma goes back-to-back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning, and the Sox still lead 1-0.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seaville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth interviews, and so much more on the official digital home of the Charlottesville Tom Sox.
Welcome back to Cho Airport Field. Clayton Arma has been setting up the Sox for some good offense the past couple of innings. We'll take a look at the all-time series history between Charlottesville and Winchester. They've never faced off in the postseason, Brian. It's 13-11 in favor of the Tom Sox. So pretty tight.
Yeah, I mean, as a North opponent, you're not going to face him as many times as you would a Valley League South opponent, but it's always good to take a look at the history of really any team, any game as well.
Braden Bachman up to bat, a midseason addition. Comes from East Carolina University and Chesapeake, Virginia. Taps one right back up to middle and gets on base with a single on the first pitch he sees from Kaiser.
Well, he started out the season hitless for quite a while, and then he was 10 ticks below the Mendoza line. He's had good contact. He's really started to develop his swing since being here, and once again, attacking on first pitch swing, you like to see it.
Didn't play in the last game versus Stanton, so he's had some extended rest time. Takes full advantage of it and doesn't miss a beat, getting on base with a single on the first pitch. His 5th hit of the season. Next pitch flared off by Ben Cardone, today's DH. Cardone out of Virginia Military Institute, VMI, up in Lexington, Virginia. He's been a guy that's been in the lineup for a long time this season, since day one.
Yeah.
The throw over almost lost by Tellefson at first. He had to get down on the ground to pick it up from Kaiser.
Yeah, Braden Bachman only 1 stolen base on the year, so it's an interesting decision, but I think it's really just based on momentum here.
He also did not steal at ECU. So they're just checking on him. Don't want to give anything a chance.
Well, it was somewhat limited action, although he did have 28 games, 11 starts, so there you go.
Cardone fouls off another one. It's 1-2.
Yeah, 8 homers on that ledger as well, so 8 strikeouts, 6 walks. But, I mean, he was slugging well, 455, an OPS of just 5 ticks under 800.
Definitely took advantage of his playing time with the Pirates. Cardone taps it foul. Looks like it hit off of him as he gingerly jogs down the first base line.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to feel that. I remember when I was here for a little fielding practice during the off day, and I messed a ball into the glove and it hit off my foot. Ended up getting a black and blue mark. Woke up to it the next day, so hopefully it's all good with him and his spikes.
Baseball bruises are no joke. We saw, I believe it was Newmarket, that pitcher took a hit off of the ankle and had to come out of the game. Another throw over. Bachman giving Kaiser trouble, as was Lansness before he stole around the bases.
Yeah, I mean, once again, they don't want to give away that momentum shift as we saw, because, again, this is where the mind games begin.
That ball skirts away from Newberry. Bachman read it, decided it was better to stay at first.
Yeah, I think it was a good read. It was not far enough for the catcher and Newberry to not be able to handle it, so now it's still 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss from Cardone, and he's retired with the 2nd strikeout from Ian Kaiser.
Yeah, once again, attacking low. It's a tough one, but well, now we got a cool walk-up song. I didn't even know this is a new walk-up song for Sam Summerlin.
Danny California from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
You know,
it's a great band.
The song name had escaped my mind, so thank you for reminding me.
Summerlin calls time as Newberry redoes his catching gear.
Actually going to write that one down.
Danny California, yeah, that's a great song. They have so many bangers. I mean, it's just that whenever you're going out for a car ride, the weather's nice, you roll down the windows. Red Hot Chili Peppers are on my top 3 for music to play in that sort of scenario.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Summerlin takes a first pitch ball. Bachman has trouble getting back to first.
Very gracefully.
Yeah, some would say. If he got in nonetheless, and that doesn't show up on the box score.
That was lucky. That was really lucky.
As I say when I'm playing golf with my friends, there's no videos on the scorecard at the end of the day. The 1-0. Summerlin takes a crack at it out into center field, and Padilla calls everyone off and makes the catch. Bachman a little bit more gracefully back in the first this time. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Got to make sure there's not too much moisture on the dirt, because that is, well, I'm sure there weren't, as, yeah, our groundskeeper, Jason Mullins, always does a fantastic job.
It's his bread and butter, and he is, as you said, fantastic at it. Harrison Campy up to bat now, senior out of Wofford, playing second base today. He's batting .215 with the Terriers this past season. Has not registered a hit for the Sox just yet. That could change now if the ball squirts through, but it doesn't. To lefts and gloves, and that's 3 out. Sox still lead 1-0. We head into the third of this 7-inning contest.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at tomsox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion.
Welcome back to Cho Airport Field, top of the third, and we'll show you the Valley League standings entering today. You can see, as we've said, chip best of 3, that's normal. There is a meeting on the mound. Chesley Mullins is out there talking to umpires Trevor Kindred, Greg John, and Kyle Dickerson. And now Winchester's head coach coming out there as well. And everyone retreating back to their spots for the moment.
There appears to be lightning in the area. So we'll see. If it gets closer, then obviously there has to be a cap on this game for at least 30 minutes, I believe.
If all goes as planned, Bodie Pullen up to bat for the second time today. It's interesting, Winchester's already through the lineup. They haven't scored, but they've gotten on base early, and then Clayton Arma's just been sitting guys down. He's got 5 strikeouts right now through 2 innings pitched.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see from him, but now he's got to keep it going.
Starting to find his command a little bit more. That breaking ball pretty into the lower half.
Yeah, it was a 4-pitch walk to Poland to lead off the game, and now getting that first pitch is huge. He needs to take advantage in this count early.
First 2 pitches are strikes to Pullen. He swung on and missed on that one. Pullen's father, Adrian, played at Seminole Community College and George Mason, so a family affair with baseball for Bodie Pullen. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball that Pullen fouls off the hands. Clayton Arma trying to glove it, throw it to Combs, and it's in time. Arma looking like a fielder out there on the bump.
Yeah, that's why you do PFP all the time, so you are able to do that, but really going back to the pitch, Clayton Arma, just a good job making sure it gets off the hands, and it's weak contact. If that's barrel, that's trouble. So once again, you get it back to the pitcher. You got to be ready at any moment's notice.
This guy up to bat, Carl Keenan, had weak contact in his first at-bat. A pop-up to the second baseman, Campy. That didn't really get much airtime either. He fouls off the first pitch, and that is the first time today that Arma has retired the leadoff batter. Had been back-to-back walks. Keenan on the season, batting just under 400. Just 1 walk and 7 strikeouts. So it doesn't really have a whole lot of patience in that batter's box. He's either a swinger or a striker.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he puts the ball in play over 80% of the time, and a .455 batting average when the ball gets put in play. So, double threat right there.
He's a pitch away from earning his second walk in 11 games.
Yeah, but coming off that line out back in the first, it was a soft contact. So, once again, as long as Arma keeps inducing that soft contact, I mean, he's going to swing away here, I feel like, if it's anywhere near the zone.
The 3-1 misses low and away, ball 4. I guess a walk isn't the worst thing for Keenan. He's a guy that was really good at the D3 level with Shenandoah this past year. He actually hit for the cycle against Penn State Abington back on February 21st. So he has that kind of potential. You'd rather him just get on base without swinging the bat at all.
Yeah, I mean, really, the thing is get on base at any means necessary, but you want to have good contact as well. And funny you bring up Penn State Abington. My dad actually went to Penn State Abington.
How about that? Didn't even know that. Completely unplanned. Jaime Padilla up for his second at bat. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. That was Arma's first. Now he's got 5. He also has 4 walks, so that number creeping up as well.
Not a whole lot of balls being put in play, and maybe that's the intended result.
The 1-0. Runner goes in Keenan. Summerlin's throw to first. Hits off the head of Campy. And then looks like Keenan kind of pushed Campy off the bag to get over to third.
You're calling an error on the throw.
Well, we hope Harrison Campy's okay over at second. He's got his hat off. He's walking around. And Will Pearson coming out to talk to Arma and check on Harrison Campy. And that was just a comedy of errors from the Tom Sox, but nonetheless, Carl Keenan is over on third base, 90 feet away from tying this ball game up.
Yeah, well, you just got to make sure he's okay, first of all. Then, second of all, as we were talking about, when Castro's on the bump, you can't abandon your strategy. If you're trying to make him miss a lot, you got to continue with the swing and miss stuff. If you're trying to induce weak contact, you got to keep trying to induce weak contact. You can't try and be somebody you're not on the mound. And right now, you just got to rein it back in. But right now, I mean, that last play was not really his fault, but he's just got to control what he can control on the mound.
Carl Keenan now on third base for the Royals, 1 out and a 2-0 count towards Jaime Padilla. This season, Padilla with 8 RBIs, so he has potential to bring Carl Keenan home. He's also a guy that has stolen 9 bags on the year, so really want to keep him off of the base paths, as that's 2 stolen bases already against the Sox, with Bodie Pullen having one back in the first. The 2-0 can't locate. 3-0.
Padilla had that strikeout back in the first. Well, now it's facing a 3-0. It's going to be interesting to see if he has a green light.
Take strike 1. No green light there from Padilla. At this point, you're way ahead. You might as well just wait and see what Arma does. You think he swings on this one?
I think if it's a get me over, he's going to swing.
3-1 pitch and an out. Arma just double checking with Keenan on third and getting some instruction from the bench and Will Pearson, today's pitching coach.
Yeah, well, the corner infielders are in, but as is the second baseman and Harrison Campy.
The 3-1. Chopped over to Jackson at short. They'll just toss the first. The run's going to score, but there's 2 outs in the inning. A tie ball game in Charlottesville. An RBI for Jaime Padilla.
I think regardless, I do like that shift because if you bring everybody in, it's going to be trouble. You're not really in that spot in the game where it's absolutely necessary to have that. So you just take it one step at a time because the shortstop in Jackson was facing the pole. And he was able to do what he had to do and get the out. And that's all he had to do. Toss the first.
Up next, VBL All-Star Brody Connors. Takes a first pitch ball. Played his collegiate baseball at Old Dominion this past season, 17 games for the Monarchs. And in limited playing time, batted .286. Time is called.
It's going to be a pitch clock violation.
Count moves to 2-0. 1-1.
I think they're just trying to make sure everything's good as both are back in the box.
Arma's ready to pitch. A little uncertainty on what the pitch count is exactly, as the next one is fouled off.
Might get some confirmation here from home plate umpire Kyle Dickerson. That is, there you go.
Arma readies the next pitch.
So there's no pitch clock violation. I believe it was just time for the umpire.
Fouled off this time. Cohn's trying to run and make a play. He slides and misses off of your screen over by first base. That one nearing the dugout of Charlottesville, and it's still 2 outs.
Gotta like the effort from him, but just had a late jump on it. And well, I think the thing is well, he's earned his trip to the laundry today after this day is done.
We have seen players close get progressively more brown as the game continues from that infield dirt. Arma's 1-2. Dalton hits it into left field, but Ream is there, settling under it, and making the catch to end the inning. It's 1-1. Winchester levels it. The Sox have a chance to retake the lead as we head into the bottom half of the third.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at tomsox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville.
Top of the order due up for Charlottesville. It's Grayson McCollum, Chase Jackson on deck, and Tommy Lansness in the hole. It's a 1-1 ball game in Charlottesville after Winchester leveled things up in the top of the third after an error was committed by Sam Summerlin behind the plate.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it's just what happened there was one thing led to another, but now it's pretty much a 0-0 ball game, and you got to play within yourselves here.
Especially in a shortened ball game as well. Today is a 7-inning game because of the excruciating heat that is plaguing all of Virginia and the East Coast. First pitch to McCollum. Takes it for a ball. He swung on the first pitch last time, so a little more patience in this at-bat. He's 0 for 1 today after grounding out to first. Kaiser's delivery misses, 2-0. It hit him. Didn't hear it through our crowd mic, but it did clip McCollum somewhere, and he'll take first base.
I believe it hit off the right shoe top, and yeah, it's for McCollum. It's good for him. He got on base 3 times on Friday, so keeping up a good on-base streak.
Chase Jackson up to bat now. He's become more and more of a mainstay in this Charlottesville lineup, playing in that middle infield, second base, or shortstop. Today, he's at short. Takes a first pitch strike. This is his 18th game and 17th start. currently riding an 8-game on-base streak.
Yeah, good work from him, and now he's he's more of a weak contact hitter, but I believe if he gets the barrel to it, he'll find more success.
It's a 1-1 count for Jackson. Played his collegiate ball this past season at Seminole State College. The 1-1. Breaking ball, that's nice off the arm of Ian Kaiser. I think he lost his footing after he threw that pitch. Kind of did a little jog around the mound. Now time is called for him to retie his laces.
Threw it a little too hard there, but yeah, now he's back and ready to go. Well, once he reties his shoes.
Here's our first train of the game.
There you go.
We've seen some good luck for Charlottesville when the train has passed by. We'll see if Jackson feels that. He lines one right to the glove. What a bag by Keenan. It's turning 2. And they get it. Winchester takes advantage of a lucky hop right into Keenan's glove at second. And that's 2 outs in 1 swing for Winchester.
Funnily enough, we saw Chase Jackson take that kind of hop on Friday, and he was able to turn the nice 4-3 put out. So he's no stranger to it. He knows exactly how the field works, and you can only play within the constraints of that.
There were 2 outs when Lansness came up to bat last time. He earned himself a walk, then got all the way around to score after stealing second and third. Caden Combs brought him home with an RBI single. We'll see if history can repeat itself. The 0-1, back-to-back, same pitch breaking balls from Ian Kaiser. Quickly 0-2. Charlottesville and Winchester knotted at 1.
I think he should go back to the breaking ball here.
Misses upstairs with a fastball.
Well, that works instead. Trying to go fastball up, maybe a bit of a waste pitch. Lance is able to read that well.
Two straight balls for Ian Kaiser, and the count is level at 2 apiece. Lansness, one of the better hitters on this Sox squad, earlier on in the season, earned himself VBL South Hitter of the Week. The first by a Tom Sox since Cade Bellew in 2024. The 2-2 misses way outside, full count.
Yeah, good job from him to take from 0-2 to 3-2. Now here's the real test. Are you shaking up the men on the mound in Kaiser, or is it a different story?
Lansness fouls off the payoff pitch, and we'll do it again. After earning that walk back in the first, he extended his on-base streak to 15 games. So over half of the games he's played, he has been on base.
And continues to lead the team.
This is his team lead, 26th game played. Full count from Kaiser. Fouled off again by Lansness. 1 home run, 20 hits, slugging .364 this season, and 10 stolen bags after stealing second and third back in the first inning. Kaiser gets his sign. The 3-2. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Lansness was throwing his gear, thought he had first base. Instead, it's 3 outs and a 1-1 ball game heading into the 4th.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth interviews, and so much more.
Well, the Sox have made a call to the bullpen as we enter the top of the fourth. Garrison White coming in to replace Clayton Arma. Brian, let's go ahead and close the book on Clayton Arma.
Clayton Arma went 3 innings pitched, no hits, 1 run, but it was not earned. 5 strikeouts, 4 walks, not letting a lot of balls in play. And he had, well, no extra base hits in that, so pretty solid outing from Clayton Arma, but you know, in a limited bullpen today for the Tom Sox. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with the rest of them.
Game's still even at 1, so Arma did his work, and the Sox very much in the contest with the North leading Winchester Royals. Garrison White is a redshirt sophomore, stands at 6 foot, 200 pounds, throws right-handed. He's from Virginia Beach and played his ball at Lewisburg this past season. White making his second appearance, first in relief. First batter he'll face is Cameron Tellefson. And he takes a hack at that one, sending it out into high center field. Lansness coming on and making the catch. Anytime the ball goes off the bat of Cameron Tellefson, I get a little worried.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got those 6 homers, 15 RBIs, 12 extra base hits coming into this game, but right now he's 0 for 2 in the game, so good job from both sides, but once again, or from both pitchers now, just it's that first pitch contact.
1 out, top of the fourth. That pitch by White just a little outside. Newberry earned himself a leadoff walk in the top of the second, then proceeded to watch Clayton Arma deliver 3 straight strikeouts as he stayed at first base that entire inning. The 1-0. Can't find the zone, it's 2-0.
Yeah, I think he was a little rattled after first pitch contact. He wants to work around the zone and then he's going to fire it in.
That one's more in the zone. It's fouled off by Newberry, 2-1. It's a guy that doesn't strike out a ton in his limited appearances with the Winchester Royals. 4 walks, make it 5 now if you're including today, and just 2 strikeouts. Newberry hits that one foul. A couple of members of the Winchester bullpen clearing the area. They thought it was going to hit him.
It was a good looper regardless, and yeah, that's why White has to rethink his strategy, just because a lot of contact right now. A lot of hard contact.
Called strike 3, Garrison White. Second batter, first strikeout. And it strikes out a hard batter in Reese Newberry. 2 outs and 2 batters.
Got to get him frozen, and you know, back-to-back guys who have been swinging hot bats, you really like to see shutting down both of them. And well, now you got Abraham, who struck out his last time up.
The DH for the Royals today, batting 7th out of Binghamton University. First pitch, takes a ball on the lower half.
A couple Bearcats on the roster, including Ian Kaiser, who towed the slab for the Royals to start off today, and then just as well Ryan Bates out of the bullpen.
A lot of strikeouts, 25 this season, but a lot of walks as well. He's got 21. That pitch by White nowhere near the strike zone, 2-0.
You see both of these teams have pitchers who are missing tough glove side, having a lot of movement they don't want to have. But it's not hitting batters in that respect.
A liner sails foul, nearly touching the white of that third base line. Instead, it's 2-1.
I think one moment I'll keep going back to this season is a ball that was a foul ball all the way through and then rolled fair, and then apparently that was an out. So
was that here or was that somewhere else?
that was here.
The 2-1. Swung on and missed. Called strike. The ball did come away from Summerlin, but there's no one on base.
Yeah, you're right now. Doesn't matter, once again, if you throw a pitch to the backstop, there's no consequence except it's another ball.
Garrison White looking to keep the game even halfway through. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled off by Abraham. Still 2-2.
A good piece, foul, but I mean, he's just hitting it with the base of the barrel, and I feel like if he's able to swing just a little bit earlier, he's going to catch more of a piece of it. It's obviously going to be tough against Garrison White.
Only 5 games this season for Binghamton that Todd Abraham played. The 2-2. Breaking ball, misses upstairs. Full count again. It feels like every few batters there's a full count pitch coming by the Tom Sox squad.
Well, it teaches you leverage moments, leverage situations, and how to get out of that. But you obviously want to just set him down to 3 pitches.
Here it is. Misses, ball 4. White had a lot of the momentum, but well done by Abraham to work his 22nd walk of the season.
Bit of an opposite start, too. You know, this inning, or really a different complexion in this inning as compared to what we saw with Arma's first few batters. You know, he started off hot, and now he's just got to find a way out of this walk.
Got to do it against Christian Dillard, the 8-hole batter for Winchester. Breaking ball, called strike, 0-1. Dillard struck out in his first plate appearance, and that was the 4th of Arma's outing. Like you said, Arma would start off innings with a walk, then work his way into the inning. Next pitch swung on and missed by Dillard, 0-2.
Eric Davis and Henry Knighton playing catch in the Tom Sox bullpen right now.
You could call that warming up or maybe just staying loose. Runner on first and Abraham. The 0-2 hit hard but foul. Out into the parking lot, and maybe the tent saving a couple of families out there as well.
Yeah.
That ball had a lot of height on it, so it came down hard.
These guys aren't finding the best pieces of the barrel, but once they do against this guy, I think they can really make Garrison White pay, because it's a lot harder contact than we've seen in Arma's pitches.
The 0-2. Down the middle, but missing low. First ball of the at-bat. Christian Dillard trying to work back from an 0-2 hole with a runner on in Todd Abraham.
Just a tough frame job there by Sam Summerlin as he's trying to frame that ball up and unable to. Dom Caffarello had a couple good frame jobs against Stanton on Friday.
The 1-2. This one missing above the zone. White's got to find Goldilocks on the next one. He's been right there on the upper half and the bottom half.
He's just got to be able to balance the extremes without laying in a hanging breaking ball that could change the complexion of this entire game.
The 2-2. Breaking ball high in the air, left center field. Lansness is there, and Lansness makes the catch. White goes through 4 batters, gets the 3 outs, and it's still a 1-1 ball game as we hand things over to Brian Portney on play-by-play to start the bottom of the 4th.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion,
Ian Kaiser back out on the mound for his 4th inning of work as we head into the bottom of the 4th. Brian Portney alongside Landon Weaver here on this 7-inning Sunday. We didn't really get to touch on it earlier, but Landon, what were your keys to the game, and really how are they playing out so far?
Well, so far, I mean, it's been pretty even, so you've had to keep that 0-0 mentality throughout the game. We saw them lose that in that Stanton contest when they were up 5-0, slowly lost it, and the Stanton came back to win 9-8. They got a little complacent. You can't get complacent. Every at-bat, you've got to treat it as your first at-bat. You're just trying to do the best that you can.
Round starts with Caden Combs. First pitch is a liner into left field, and that will get down for a base hit all the way down to the corner. He's rounding first. He's headed to second, and he's in there with plenty of time. A stand-up leadoff double for Caden Combs.
It's well done. Combs is now 2 for 2 on the contest, and he has been fantastic in this game. He's got the RBI that put the Sox on the board, and now relies on one of the hottest bats on the Sox squad to bring him home.
Halfway shy of the cycle. Not sure if he's going to have the chance to get it today, as there's a limited amount of time. It's just 7 innings, at least scheduled, as Lucas Ream steps up to the plate. Struck out back in the first, had a 2-home run game back on Friday. First pitch, a foul tip into the dirt. It's on 1. But, you know, you really don't need a home run here, I think. Would you agree it's just station-to-station hitting?
Yeah, I think the Sox have done a good job of just being patient, getting what works for them, and really waiting on the pitch that they like.
Shows bunt. Ream lays it down and it'll go foul. So the bunt option is no longer in play. What does he have instead?
Well, he's got a lot of power. That's what he has. I mean, you've talked about it. We've talked about it. Those 2 home runs, the first by a Sox since Evan Taveras last season against Waynesboro. And we know that Ream he's had that pop. He's hit a grand slam, a 2-run home run, and a solo home run. Is there such a thing as hitting the cycle for home runs?
A home run cycle. It's very, very rare, but yeah, it's if you had a solo home run, 2-run home run, a 3-run home run, and a grand slam all in a game. I've seen a kid in the Horizon League have 2 grand slams in an inning before. 0-2, Wickley tapped on the ground, foul.
I mean, that's like just the culmination of the stars coming together. To have all those scenarios line up for you, it's almost impossible.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's got to be pretty special to even hit a triple in a game, let alone 4 home runs. As the 0-2's swing and a miss, and Ream not happy with himself there.
Yeah, hasn't had quite the game that you'd want to follow up a 2-home run game with. He's struck out twice in 2 at-bats.
Now that'll bring up Braden Bachman, who also had a single back in the second. He led off the inning with that, so definitely swinging a hot bat ever since a rocky start to the year.
Only one of 2 Sox to have a hit today, and Combs has 2 of the 3.
There you go. First pitch. Runs inside by the shoe tops. It's 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out and a runner at second in Caden Combs. It's a 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the 4th. Guys are ready again. It's the 1-0. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes now. Usually pitchers can't really work out of the windup when there's a runner on base really later in games, but against Caden Combs, I mean, do you think there's a difference there?
Well, Combs isn't a guy that's really going to steal a ton of bags, so I feel like you don't have to worry too much about what's going on behind you. And I think pitchers, a lot of the times, they worry too much. They overthink it, and that's when you start to see those throws get offline to the catcher.
It's all a mental game, really, is that one. Clips his own, 3 balls and 1 strike. Braden Bachman coming into the day with 7 walks, batting .167. As that one goes fouled off, and it's now going to run the count full. Once again, another 3-2 count. And I mean, this has got to mean a lot for leverage, you know, knowing how the high-pressure situations go.
I feel like you see more of them when you get later on in the season. Hitters become more polished.
And that'll go well foul. But I do have to agree. I mean, yeah, The batters are being more patient. They're seeing how things are coming to them. They're letting the pitchers make the mistakes, which is always good.
And the same can be said for the pitchers, too. They know what kind of pitches to throw later in an at-bat. It's all a chess game between the batter and the pitcher.
So again, 3 balls, 2 strikes the pitch. That one is lined in there to left for another base hit. Combs coming around to score. The throw to the plate is cut off. It's an RBI single for Braden Bachman, and the Tom Sox now lead 2-1.
Well, safe to say it's the Bachman and Combs show today. And that little pairing right there just sums it up. 4 hits, 2 apiece between the two of them. And now the Sox are back on top.
And now Ben Cardone tasked with trying to keep the line moving. It's already got a strikeout in today's game. But they're really liking the 6-5 hole. You think there's going to be any kind of defensive shift towards that now?
I think the Winchester Royals will make that change soon. Maybe when more formidable bats come up. You know, Cardone has hit a home run in this ballpark before, but as of late has not been the strongest bat on this Sox squad, well below that Mendoza line.
Yeah, he's sitting at 122 coming into this game as the next pitch is outside, a ball and a strike.
But I think for sure when McCollum or Combs or Bachman come up again, you know those guys are pull hitters. So I think you'll see a shift.
The 1-1 is up high. And really the thing is you can't get a whole lot of a scouting report on a team when you don't really play them as much. It's just a North-South division game, so they don't really play as much. Again, goes to the scouting report. 2-1 gets a piece of that to right field. Diller camps under to make the catch. Bachman retreats to first, and it's 2 gone. So that'll bring up Sam Summerlin. He popped out his last time up, but I mean, I'd say if his walk-up song were in the box, he'd probably be batting over 300 right now.
It is a pretty good one.
First pitch, tough handle for Newberry, who again is in his first game as a catcher this year. He had 1 pass ball with shorter in the spring.
Wouldn't have been able to tell that it's his first time behind the plate. Looks pretty comfortable out there.
The 1-0 will find the glove of Pullen and left, so that'll retire the side, but not before the Tom Sox get 1 run on 2 hits, and well, that will turn things over to the top of the 5th. Tom Sox lead 2-1. We'll be right back.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seaville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth interviews, and so much more on the official digital home of the Charlottesville Tom Sox.
Another call to the bullpen for the Tom Sox. It'll be Henry Knighton on the bump, and first we'll close the book on Garrison White.
Yeah, White came in, 1 inning pitched, whole lot of zeros across his score sheet. No hits, no runs, and of course, no earned runs. 1 walk and 1 strikeout. He did what he needed to do, and now the Sox are ahead, and you got Henry Knighton, who, you know, only a 7-inning game. If he pitches some of his best pitching this season, he could see it out.
You know, Henry Knighton making his 8th appearance of the year. In 11 1/3 innings pitched, he's allowed 13 hits, 18 earned runs, struck out 10 batters, and walked 18. We'll see how this battery of Sam Summerlin and Henry Knighton work out. That was interesting to see in summer ball the different types of batteries that come, because there's going to be a new catcher every day, a new pitcher every day.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of, the same batteries with pitchers like the Lucas Cash and Don Caffarillo. Caffarillo is one of the more polished catchers on this squad. He gets along with a lot of different pitchers. But, you never know what pairing may really work one day and what may not work one day.
First pitch, a bunt down to Knighton, who throws on to first, and that goes well away. Fortman on his horse to second, and he'll be in there in plenty of time.
Yeah, not quite the start that you'd want if you're Henry Knighton. I know they throw a lot of warm-up pitches. Maybe you needed to throw some warm-up throw-over pitches. But nonetheless, the guy's on second. There's nothing you can do about it now.
Back to the top of the order, Bodie Poland. He's 0 for 1 today, also has a walk. Just as a reminder, your Tom Sox have 3 All-Stars, Evan Olwine, Brendan Dahlman, and Lucas Cash. Congratulations to the 3 of them.
3 of the best pitchers in the Valley League right there. Dahlman, a strikeout king. You've got an innings king in Lucas Cash, and then just an all-around guy who's good at pretty much anything on the mound. And Evan Allwine making his second appearance on that All-Star team. He was there last year as well.
Yeah, Lucas Cash, we like to say, is an innings eater. Brendan Dahlman has been shut down on the mound with a 1.10 ERA, and Evan Allwine and Lucas Cash really being the 1A and 1B in the rotation for the Tom Sox. The 0-1 is going to miss high. A ball and 1 strike to Bodie Poland, who walked and stole a base back in the first.
Now this part of the lineup for Winchester is dangerous. And if Henry Knighton can get through it scoreless, that would be a huge win for the Sox.
He's got to start with 1, and that's weak contact, goes foul. Back behind us, so he'll get 1 pitch closer to that. Always talking about how sometimes foul balls can be free strikes, kind of ease the worry off the fans a little bit. Don't have to make them work as hard for it. Now ball, 2 strikes. Now that's a runner at second. And Fortman. Throw back to him. Can't be well off the bag, so just had to get rid of that there before the pitch clock violation.
Yeah, there seems to be a little bit of a lack of confidence out there right now from Knighton.
1-2 down low.
The error to allow the runner to get to second. Now he seems pretty worried about Fortman back there, and it's taken away from his attention to Poland, who's batting at the plate, which should be your main focus.
2-2. That one in the air, right side, and that'll go well foul. Caden Combs tries to track it, and that finds the roof of the batting cage and will stay well out of play. You gotta appreciate the effort, though, from Caden Combs. It's 2 balls he thought he had, but just a bit out of his grasp.
Yeah, luckily he didn't slip that time. We've seen him take a tumble trying to run and catch a ball in foul ground from first.
Now again, the 2-strike tango with 2 balls to pitch. Foul again.
And if you're Knighton, you're close. He's fouling off your pitches, which means he's liking what you're throwing. You got to give him something similar, but maybe try and branch a little further away for a chaser. But not so far that it gets away from Summerlin and allows Fortman over on second to advance to third.
2-2. Misses off the plate. It's 3-2. Some tough horizontal movement as it gets out of the zone, and now it's a payoff pitch.
It's a really good pitch from Knighton. It's unfortunate that Dickerson wasn't seeing a strike.
End of the bat into right field. And a nice catch for Braden Bachman, a tag to third, and the throw is off mark. So it's 1 gone here. in the top of the fifth.
It's a good try by Bachman, though. Love the communication from the dugout and the infield saying, oh, he's tagging up, Fortman's tagging up. And Bachman unleashed a monster throw that he actually put too much on it. If he took just a tiny bit off of it, there may have been a fighting chance, but Fortman definitely had the advantage.
Yeah. Now there's the infield in with one out here in the top of the fifth. 1-2 ball game. Outside, first pitch. And we saw somewhat of a infield in shift, but now we're going to see Will Pearson come out onto the mound. And as a reminder, if there's a mound visit, second mound visit of the inning would have to result in a pitching change. I believe it's Chris Fortunato working out there in the Tom Sox bullpen.
Yeah, Fortunato hasn't had a ton of appearances for the Sox this season, a relatively new addition. This would only be his second appearance in relief. 2 1/3 innings pitched in his first appearance and an 0.00 ERA. The other guy that is on the lineup is available to pitch is Eric Davis, who has really come alive, but looks like we may see Chris Fortunato in the near future.
Yeah, but I mean, he was really fantastic. He started out his Tom Sox career retiring his first 5 batters in that 3-1 loss to Front Royal earlier this past week. But now Knighton with an infield in shift. 1-0 to Keenan. Popped up in the air about a mile high. Chase Jackson tries to call everybody off, and he makes the catch. No tag from the runner at third in Fortman.
Yeah, Jackson nearly stumbled over the second base bag trying to make that catch. I'm glad he was able to keep his footing. And that's a big out. 2 outs now with a runner on third is a lot less scary than no outs and a runner on third.
Yeah. And now the infielders get to enjoy playing a bit back. Just can focus on getting the throw back to first. So that'll bring up Jaime Padilla. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch bounces out to the backstop, and the tying run scores from third in Fortman. So it's all knotted up at 2-2.
I saw that coming. We had talked about it. Knighton was wanting to try and get the batters to chase a little bit, and that time he just threw it a little too far away from Summerlin's grasp. It skipped away, and Fortman able to take advantage of that and score.
Scores a wild pitch. The 1-0 swing and a miss. So able to get some of it back right there. Was a tough handle from both sides. This batter continues to work itself out. That combination between Sam Summerlin behind the plate and Henry Knighton on the mound. 2-0. That one again popped up in the air, shallow left center field. Trying to call everybody off to make the catch. Is Lances, and he does, so the damage is limited to just 1 run. It's a tie ball game, 2-2, as we head to the bottom of the fifth here on the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth interviews, and so much more on the official digital home of the Charlottesville Tom Sox.
New man on the mound for the Winchester Royals. It'll be Logan Bauer making his first appearance of the year. He's a sophomore, all 5'11", 193 pounds from Winchester, Virginia, and played his college ball at Shepherd this past spring. But now we close the book on one Ian Kaiser.
Kaiser came in and dealt 4 innings of 4-hit baseball, allowing 2 earned runs, throwing 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. So a pretty good outing from a guy that doubles as both a batter and a pitcher. And he set the Royals up for what's going to be a fantastic finish, Brian.
Exactly. First pitch in there for a strike. Brian Portney alongside Landon Weaver here on this Sunday clash. Just as a reminder, it'll be a 7-inning game. But it could go 9.
TBD.
If the tie continues. Next one in there for a strike. Back-to-back strikes to start out the count. And you got to like this early presence on the mound for Mason Bauer.
Yeah, so far he's looking good. Like, obviously, first appearance, you don't really know what to expect.
That one runs inside, almost hits him. It twists Campy away, so.
He's already taken one in the face earlier from an errant throw from Sam Summerlin behind the plate.
Now, Campy takes time, steps out of the righty batter's box, comes back in. Now gives foul.
That foul ball is brought to you by The Midge.
Well, as far as Bauer goes, in college, he came in to pitch a good amount of times, 20 innings, and he gave up 21 earned runs.
1-2. That one off the end of the bat and into right field, and it'll drop for a base hit. Campy thinks two, heads back to first, and that is his first hit as a Tom Sock.
That's good from Campy. That's a great confidence boost. Obviously hadn't played a ton, but that first hit, it's always going to be a big boost. And now, no outs and a runner on. It's not been often that the Sox have had that.
Exactly, and no one better at driving runners in than the man on the mound, or the man at the plate, and Grayson McCollum, who leads the team in RBIs. First pitch off the plate, a ball and no strikes.
He's also tied with Lansness for the most extra base hits with 6. So if he were to combine the two, an RBI extra base hit, which would surely send Campy home and put him in position to tack on more runs.
Like to see that. A tough handle from the catcher in Newberry, and that saves the runner and Campy going to second.
It's one of the better catches I've seen. He looked like a wide receiver popping out of that stance and flying into the air to snow cone it.
There you go. Now back to the plate. Grayson McCollum faces the 2-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Grayson McCollum coming in from Kennesaw State. A pretty successful season. And now he's here in summer ball. Doing the same thing here as that one is in the air, and that'll get down for a base hit in right center. A tough handle by the right fielder in Dillard. A stop sign put on there for Campy at third, but still a double for Grayson McCollum, and now he leads the team in extra base hits.
Yeah, that's his 7th. Not quite the start you'd want if you're Logan Bauer. He, in college, had a 9.45 ERA. Not the best, especially at that D3 level. But now, in the VBL, his first appearance, he's given up 2 hits. He's actually a triple and a home run shy of giving up the cycle.
Yeah, it's obviously not good, but I mean, you see singles and doubles all across the place, but you know, that's baseball, but doing it your first 2 at-bats is pretty tough. Now that'll bring up Chase Jackson, and all 4 infielders are in. With no outs, Tom Sox and Royals all knotted up at 2. Bottom of the 5th. First pitch is off the plate. And once again, nice save back there from Newberry.
Yeah, Bauer's lucky he's got a good catcher back there in Newberry, because there could have been 2 times already that the ball sailed to the backstop. He doesn't save that one. The leading run comes in.
Here comes Jackson. That one comes inside. 2 balls, no strikes. That almost hit him again.
Looks like they called a balk, so now the Sox are ahead 3-2.
Well, there goes the balk. That'll advance another runner. So it's now a 3-2 ball game. Tom Sox 90 feet away from a 2-run lead. Still the infield in shift, though. As expected. Still a ball, no strikes. That one finds his own to even up the count of 1-1.
It's a good way to recollect yourself after giving up a balk that puts your team down by 1. No outs. Chase Jackson has a lot of options right now.
Balks can always be tough. There's 2 today combined by either side.
We saw Clayton Arma. His luckily didn't result in runs, but this one definitely harder to handle for Bauer.
Bauer has to resettle. Chase Jackson faces the 2-1. Moves outside. And off the mid of Newberry, but again, not far enough. We saw that again with Braden Bachman earlier on. Good handles from Newberry behind the plate.
And good communication by Chase Jackson to, I'm sure Randy Tomlin telling him over there as well, but just telling him to hold and wait and be patient.
Runner at third is Grayson McCollum as the 3-1 is down low. A 5-pitch walk for Chase Jackson with no outs. And that'll put runners at the corners for Tommy Lansness.
We'll see if he evens up that extra base hit race. Saw McCollum hit a double to get him 7 on the season. Lansness stands at 6, and now a visit to the mound for Logan Bauer.
Aiden Jovia is working in the Winchester Royals bullpen. But, yeah, I mean, who doesn't like a little bit of healthy competition? And just as much you'd love to see that as it could bring in 2 runs. But now going back to the history of this series, the Tom Sox and the Royals. Tom Sox, their limited action against the Royals so far in their franchise history, 13-11.
Pretty good, especially against a team you don't see all that often. To have a winning record, and it makes sense. They've been in the league. This is their 11th season. Facing them, I think earlier on in the Sox history, it was twice a season. The last couple of years, they haven't been facing it off against the North teams as much. So 24 games, 13 wins, looking for your 14th today in 25 games.
Now back to Tommy Lansness at the plate. First pitch finds the zone in the lower outside corner. Tommy Lansness had a walk, came around to score in the first, and struck out looking back in the third. 0-1. Can't find the zone. Bit of an overcorrection there, and 1-1.
At least he's locating the glove more often than not now. He's getting that control. He's at least getting it to home plate, and that's all that matters.
It's righty on lefty is Lansness, the southpaw in the box. 1-1, runner going. Tough handle for Newberry, and it's got to be defensive indifference. A stolen base for Chase Jackson.
It's a good decision by Newberry. He would have almost been like a fadeaway throw to try and get it over at second the way he was running to his left, and would have had to throw back to his right.
Especially with runners at the corners. Infield in again, the 2-1. Pops off the mid of Newberry. Runner coming home, and Grayson McCollum clash at the plate. He's safe.
Well, you're going to score by any means possible, right? And you got to run like nobody's on the plate. Unfortunately, Bauer, a bad day gets even worse. You let up a run, another run, and you get trucked in the action.
Unfortunate sequence of events. The pass ball now leads to a 4-2 lead for the Sox. Here in the bottom of the fifth, the 3-1 pitch to Tommy Lansness comes across. That's lined right into the glove of the first baseman, and to Lefson, who just steps on the bag, looks the runner, Jackson back at third. And so now there is one man gone here in the bottom of the fifth for Caden Combs.
First baseman,
got 2 hits today. An RBI single already that came back in the first. And that was with a runner on third and Tommy Lansness. Now with Chase Jackson trying to have the same result. You see the infield in right now.
Infield in again. Breaking ball. Looks to get down in right field. It will not drop. That's foul. Once again, towing the white line, this time on the right side. We saw that earlier on the left side.
Yeah, that would have really been a good placement from Combs had it gone fair, and it's very close. And that would have scored Jackson for sure.
Caden Combs halfway home to the cycle. He's got a RBI single and a double where he came around to score in the fourth. Now faces the 0-1. Right ball in there for a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Comes back in the box, faces the infield in, shift once more. Soft tapper grounder. Backhand throw to first is in time, and that does score a run. From Connerson to left center across the diamond. Chase Jackson comes around to score. It's 5-2.
Well done, taking advantage of the situation. Jackson, a speedy runner out there on the base path. No problem getting home. And just like that, the Sox answer a 1-run fifth from Winchester with a 3-run and counting of their own.
As Lucas Ream comes up to the plate. So far on the day, 2 strikeouts. And that one will loop in to the glove of Padilla. A line out to end the inning, but not before Tom Sox tack on 3. It's a 5-2 ball game as we head to the top of the 6th. We'll be right back here on the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth interviews, and so much more on the official digital home of the Charlottesville Tom Sox.
Another call to the bullpen for your Tom Sox as Chris Fortunato comes into the ball game. But now let's close the book on Henry Knighton.
Yeah, Knighton came in for an inning, gave up a hit, gave up a run that wasn't earned, although he was the one that had the error that caused the run to be unearned. So kind of earned, kind of not. It goes down as an unearned run. No walks and no strikeouts, and he is out, and Chris Fortunato is in.
Chris Fortunato on the season. It's his second appearance. The first time he was 2 1/3 innings pitched. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, no hits, and no runs or earned runs. His first pitch sweeps away. It's 1-0, and Chris Fortunato earned his stripes by retiring his first 5 batters as a Tom Sox pitcher in that 3-1 loss at Front Royal last Wednesday. Check swing. First base umpire Trevor Kindred says he goes.
The Sox need that Chris Fortunato right now if they want to put this game to bed. Look, I know it's the 6th, but Winchester's down to their final 6 outs.
Yeah, with the shortened game, as a reminder, it is 7 innings. A 1-1. Cannot clip the top of the zone. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Brian Portney alongside Landon Weaver here on this 7-inning Sunday showdown. A lot of alliteration there. Now the 2-1 is in there for a strike on the breaking ball. So 2-2. So readjusting the batting gloves. It's Bertie Connors, who's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Fortunato ready with the 2-2 pitch. Weekly tapped on the ground to Fortunato, who flips to first on the underhand, and it's 1 gone here quickly in the top of the 6th.
That's another thing the Sox have done well today is take care of some of Winchester's best batters. Connors and Tellefson combined are 0 for 4 with a walk, and that is exactly how you want it. You see them talking right now. Connors is a VBL All-Star. Tellefson is tops in the league in home runs. He's 3rd with 6. And you've held him hitless today, which you got to do it for a couple more innings, but that is the recipe for success.
Well, that'll bring up Tellefson. Cameron Tellefson takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. And I mean, we talked about it. Connors working on a 7-game reached base streak. Tellefson not working on any streak, hitting or on base. The 1-0. Loops in there for a strike. Some nice vertical movement from him. You like to see that, how Fortunato's been working.
Yeah, so far so good. And funny enough, both of his appearances coming against the North Division, so he may be their North Division ringer.
Perhaps. That one is fouled back behind us. Again, 1-2.
And he's quickly got Tellefson in a familiar spot. 2 strikes, down in the count. He's going to have to get aggressive, and when he's gotten aggressive, he's put the ball in play, but easy out for center fielder Tommy Lansness.
1-2. That one in the air, left side, and it'll go well foul. Well, this season, he's got a .394 batting average on balls in play, which is interesting considering doesn't put the ball in play a whole lot, but when he does, it's obviously high impact. Once again, Fortunato ready to deal the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And the first strikeout for Chris Fortunato on the day, and it's quickly 2 gone.
It's the 2nd strikeout of Cameron Tellefson's day, and that could be the end of his outing, and it has not been what we've expected out of the Winchester Royal.
It's been good to see these Sox pitchers able to shut him down, as that'll bring up Reese Newberry. First pitch, down low for a ball. Newberry has a looking strikeout back in the 4th and a walk back in the 2nd. Advance to 2nd on a balk. 1-0, finds the zone on the lower outside part. It's ball and 1 strike. Fortunato taking his time. Now comes ready with 1-1. Off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. And now the bases are empty, 2 men gone. Tom Sox lead 5-2, and this could be a huge momentum boost. Now Fortunato again ready with the 2-1 pitch. Again misses glove side. And you see that movement there. It's a bit of the consequence of where he's trying to work.
Yeah, just not releasing it quite at the right point. It's hard. It's a fraction of a second. We've seen it work. He has a strikeout. He's retired the first 2 batters he's faced.
Quickly 3-1. In there for a strike, clips the lower part of the zone. And he's 1 pitch from getting away unscathed in this inning. And it would be the first 1-2-3 frame from the Sox staff today. Bases are empty. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. So that'll have to wait, at least traditionally, as a full count walk ends up. Bringing up the next batter inside Abraham.
Abraham, a lot like most of this lineup, has struck out today. It looks like all but 3 batters have struck out today for Winchester, those being Brady Connors, Bodie Pullen, and Carl Keenan.
First pitch away, a ball and no strikes. Abraham has a walk in today's game, also a strikeout. That one finds the zone. It's a ball, 1 strike. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, Fortunato, right now you don't need the strikeout. Weak contact would do as well.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner at first. Here's the pitch. It misses away. Another pitch that goes same location.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those missing, as you said, glove side. Missing away, just trying to get the batters to chase. This is a righty-filled batter order for Winchester, except for Carl Keenan, who can hit both ways.
3-1. Off the plate again, a 5-pitch walk. It's back-to-back walks. And Randy Tomlin very quick to come out there, but there is nobody working in that Tom Sox bullpen, so might just check up on the man on the mound.
Smart. That's a smart decision. You know what he's capable of. He retired the first 2 batters and even got a strikeout. Just he hasn't gotten it so far.
Taking a quick look at the standings once again. Entering today, the Tom Sox are 5.5 games back first. Game back from the 3rd playoff spot right now. Culpeper and Waynesboro were tied in the bottom of the 9th, 6-6.
Yeah, that game, continuation of the game from last week that happened a week ago today. Maybe it stopped in the bottom of the 9th, not really sure. One interesting scoreline coming from Covington. Stanton forfeited.
Well, it's listed on Presto as a forfeit away. Nothing official yet, so we can't say anything until we know it. But right now we can officially say it's listed on the Presto website. And if the forfeit were official, that means...
Yeah, well, nonetheless, these South standings are tight, very tight. And anything that happens between Culpeper, Harrisonburg, and Charlottesville is important. It's very important and something to keep an eye on for the last week and a half of the season.
Being told it was a misinput. The first pitch in there for a ball.
This is the right fielder, Christian Dillard.
Christian Dillard. Next up. So right now we'll ask you guys to disregard that score. The 1-0 is up high, but taking a look at some of the other scores around the league, plenty to go on this beautiful day of baseball. It's currently tied in the top of the 4th between Strasburg and Front Royal. That's at Bing Crosby Stadium. Also tied in the top of the 1st, 0-0, Newmarket at Woodstock. That one goes foul. Harrisonburg and Purcellville tied at Fireman's Field, scoreless in the top of the 1st. A lot of games getting started right now as, well, it's hit the 7 o'clock hour.
It's one of the more sporadic scoreboards that we see in the VBL. I think that has something to do with the heat. Some teams are playing earlier, some are playing later.
That one in the air going back is the center fielder in Lansness, who ends up coming back to make the catch for out number 3. And
No errors and 2 runners left on base.
And I'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Tom Sox look to tack on some more insurance when we come back.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seaville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth interviews, and so much more on the official digital home.
New man on the mound is Aiden Jovia, a sophomore from Hamden, Connecticut. Played his 2026 college ball at Iona, but let's close the book on Logan Bauer.
Yeah, not quite the book that he would want to read looking back on it. An inning pitch, 2 hits, 3 runs that were all earned, a walk and a strikeout. He just didn't have his best stuff. Obviously, his first game for Winchester this season, just not quite the outing that is going to help his team win the contest. We'll see what his new guy who's subbing in can do.
Aiden Jovia coming in. It's going to be his 7th appearance. He had 3 relief appearances and 3 starts coming into it. It's 18 1/3 innings pitched, 15 hits, 10 earned runs, 12 walks, 11 strikeouts, all amounting to a 4.91 ERA. Is now that'll bring up Braden Bachman. It'll be Bachman, Cardone, and Summerlin. The first pitch taken outside, a ball and no strikes. An update from Waynesboro. There's runners at first and second with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. That's still knotted up between Culpeper and Waynesboro. That one also taken outside. So 2 balls and no strikes.
If you're a Sox fan, you're really hoping Waynesboro walks that one off.
Absolutely. It would do a lot of numbers. But once again, Culpeper and Waynesboro, as a reminder, play again later tonight at 7:30, first pitch.
It's one of the beauties of summer ball. You get, I mean, I believe they did just restart and play the bottom of the 9th. So you play an inning. And it could end in a walk-off, but you got to play another game.
Or it could go 16 innings.
It could. You never know. You just never know. That's the beauty of it all.
That's baseball. Braden Bachman has 2 singles today. And that one hits him right in the helmet. On the 1-1 pitch, and oh my. He's gone on base all 3 times today, but you're going to feel that one in the morning.
Yeah, that's not a great place to be hit, I'm sure. That ball is traveling north of 80 miles an hour. Not great. But you're glad he's all right and he's on base, and that's a runner that can come home and score.
Scoring update from Waynesboro. Culpeper and Waynesboro are headed to the top of the 10th. Still knotted up at 6. As a reminder, we'll be playing again later tonight. Probably not at 7:30, though. If the result holds, the first pitch to Ben Cardone is in there for a strike in the lower outside corner. 0-1. Ben Cardone 0 for 2 today with a strikeout back in the 2nd, a fly out to right back in the 4th. Sam Summerlin on deck. He's also 0 for 2. A 1 is taken head high. Ball 1 strike, but misses the head unlike the pitch to Braden Bachman.
Better location this time.
Yeah. Feel like there's a well-desired result, that's a strike, and a not well-desired result is that, but there's a swing and strike as it's now quickly 1-2.
Yeah, Cardone got a little greedy there. He wanted the strike, or wanted the ball, and they had a lot of movement on it towards the end on the back half, and that fooled him.
Tough breaking ball. He has 10 strikeouts on the year, 1 today. It's a quick throw back to first. Sliding back in safely is Braden Bachman. Middle infield playing in double play depth. The 1-2. That one in the air to left field, going back to retrieve it is Pullen, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So now after that fly out to left, that'll bring up Sam Summerlin. As the lights look to buzz on here at the Cho Airport Field. First pitch in there for a strike. It's on 1. And we've seen him with the 2 RBI day once before, Sam Summerlin. I believe that was in the Waynesboro loss last Saturday. So he has the capability of getting it out of the infield, making an impact.
Yeah, and unfortunately we just haven't seen it a ton from him this season. It's been rough sledding, but when he does make contact and when he does make good contact, he looks like everybody else out there.
Exactly. Sam Summerlin 0 for 2 today. Both balls going to the outfield. The 0-2 is Tapper foul to the right side, the dugout of the Tom Sox. Glad to see the new walk-up song of Sam Summerlin. I used to hear Don't Stop back when I was in Happy Valley with Ryan DeSanto. 0-2 is outside, runner going, and Bachman, the throw to second is in time. The Bachman caught stealing, and now it's quickly 2 gone as the throw comes into Fortman.
Look, if you're the Sox, you got to stay in the present and not get greedy. You don't want to try and take extra bases when you can't. Just stay the course and play your game.
Quickly, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs the pitch. Check swing, he went. According to the third base umpire, Greg John, so it's a quick, unconventional 1-2-3 inning, and the last chance for the Winchester Royals, if you can believe it. We've been buzzing by in this game very quickly. Top of the 7th coming up. We'll be right back. Tom Sox lead 5-2.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth interviews, and so much more on the official digital home of the Charlottesville Tom Sox.
Chris Fortunato in line for the save. Here's a Tom Sox lead, 5-2. It's the top of the 7th of a 7-inning ball game. Brian Portney alongside Landon Weaver, and I mean, as fast as this game has buzzed by, there have been a couple of important moments. Chris Fortunato looks to lock it down.
Yeah, he's got to go through 9-1-2 of this Winchester order in order to do it. And that top of the order is tough, but he battled back after some testy moments in that 6th inning, and now he's got a chance to end it.
First pitch, foul back behind us. Scoring update from Waynesboro. Culpeper takes the lead as Ty Powell advances to second on a wild pitch, and third, Tyler Bennick ends up scoring on a wild pitch. So it's now 7-6 in the top of the 10th with no outs. The 0-1 is fouled off once again to Zach Fortman, who's 1 for 2 today, had a single advance to second on the throwing error from Henry Knighton. He's going to be crucial in trying to get this game back.
That is the only hit for Winchester today.
Yeah. Well, that is definitely interesting. The next one is down low. For them, that would be the lowest amount of hits they've had this season. Their season low was against Culpeper in a 1-0 win on July 2nd. The 1-2 outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Fortunato, not in a tough spot yet, but we've seen a lot of 3-2 leverage counts. You don't want to get to that point, obviously. Out to the lead off, the 2-2. Can't clip the zone on the outside. It's 3-2.
Pitches look good, though. His location has really come alive the longer that he's gone on. Inducing weak contact will get you outs, too. He doesn't have to be a strikeout.
Clayton Norma is really good at doing that in the early frames. The payoff pitch. Taken down low, and a veteran take from the bottom of the order as Fortman gets on via the walk. That'll bring up Bodie Poland. Eric Davis warming up in the Tom Sox bullpen.
That's already 3 walks for Fortunato and quick work. Now you have a chance at a double play, but a runner on in the 7th, which kind of serves as the 9th right now. You can't let anything slide.
Next pitch finds his own. No balls and a strike, so able to calm himself down a little bit. And a big spot to do so. Runner at first. That's Zach Fortman, the 0-1, is going to catch the zone. It's 0-2 quickly. Chris Fortunato, a Rutgers commit. Him and Maldonado have really seen promising early returns to start their careers at the show. The 0-2. Can't find the zone. You got to think that's a bit of a makeup call.
Yeah, Fortunato, unfortunately, no pun intended,
Unfortunato.
did not find the zone on that one. But again, his location looking much better.
1-2. Foul tip off the helmet of Sam Summerlin. So we'll do the 2-strike tango one more time. Bodie Poland is 0 for 2 today. Had a walk and a stolen base back of the first. Flew out to right. And Braden Bachman, his last time up, back in the 5th. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, and the pitch. A comeback right off the feet of Fortunato, and Caden Combs unable to step on the bag at first in time. It's going to be runners at first and second.
And you could hear it from the crowd mic. It sounded like that hurt Fortunato. And now you're getting into some uncharted territory. Runners on, a big bat, and Carl Keenan up to bat, and smart move by Tomlin to make a move.
Rainey Tomlin is just going to come out there to check on his pitcher, Chris Fortunato. No pitching change just yet. Eric Davis is working as lone southpaw in the Tom Sox bullpen. A scoring update from Waynesboro. It's Culpeper 8, Waynesboro 6 in the top of the 10th, 2 outs. As a reminder, Culpeper and Waynesboro will play again later tonight. The first pitch is not going to be set for 7:30. That was the original time, but it's probably not what it's going to end up being if it continues on for this very contentious game.
Yeah, Waynesboro first in the South, Culpeper third. The Sox really need a Culpeper loss right now.
Fortunato looking the runner back at second. The first pitch is laced foul. Heads up.
Like he was apologizing to Summerlin as well. May have caught him on the back of that swing as well.
So runners at first and second. Nobody out here. Here comes the tying run. Another one. That one will hit off the door of the cage. My goodness. Safe to say he's ahead of the pitches Fortunato's thrown.
Yeah. I mean, if he sees a ball, he's swinging at this point.
Keenan back in the box. 0 for 2 today with the walk. Came around to score back in the third. Keenan ready. 2 line drive fouls. It's now 0-2 pitch. Almost catches up on him. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Keenan trying to appeal for a hit by pitch. You won't get it. So the tying run is at the plate in Keenan. 1-2. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Called strike 3.
Called strike 3.
Yep. Yeah, caught it on the outside edge. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Sox will take it. Yeah, that just didn't look like it hit the strike zone. But, look, we're not behind the plate. Kyle Dickerson is. He's got all the control, and if he thought that was a strike, it's a strike. Cannot go against the umpire's decision.
Jaime Padilla now steps up to the plate. No home runs on the year, but he does represent the tying run. First pitch is outside. A ball, no strikes.
Sox again playing double play depth on the infield. That would obviously be the easiest way to end it right now with 2 runners on first and second.
It's Jackson and Campy at short and second, respectively. A 1-0, can't find the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Padilla has grounded into a double play before this year, just one time. As now the lights are fully on at Joe Airport Field. It's 7:18 Eastern Standard Time. The 2-0 runner's going, swing and a miss. The throw to second is not in time. It gets to the outfield. 1 run is going to be in. It's a 5-3 ball game. Tom Sox still lead in the top of the 7th.
Look, if you're Summerlin behind the plate, you've got to understand that that play just has not been working today, and that throwing it is only going to make things worse. And by throwing it, you put your team in jeopardy and you allow a run to score, and now the 4th run is 90 feet away.
2-1, can't find the zone. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Eric Davis still working in that bullpen, has to be ramping things up now as Will Pearson gives a signal to him. Pitching coach of the Tom Sox. 1 of 2. 3-1. Slapped on the ground to short. Jackson ranges over to his left, fires to first, and that gets away.
And they're calling for it as a dead ball. Looks like they're going to send the runner to second anyways, as he would have advanced had that ball been in play. Look, you're up 5-2. This is what I was talking about with my keys. You've got to have a 0-0 mentality, and you can't get complacent. And in this inning, the Sox have lost sight of what's at stake as Randy Towlin walks out to the mound again.
It's a call to the bullpen. We'll be right back. Have the name of the numbers on the new guy. It's Eric Davis when we come back here on the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball, and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth interviews, and so much more on the official digital home of the Charlottesville Tom Sox.
Eric Davis, the new man on the mound. We cannot close the book on Chris Fortunato, but we can tell you more about Eric Davis. Landon, what you got?
Well, he's an incoming freshman, Brian, at Roanoke College. 5 games this season. This will be his 6th appearance in relief, and he's got an opportunity to close things out for the Sox. 1 out in the top of the 7th, but what was once a 5-2 game is now a 5-4 game after, again, a comedy of errors from the Sox infield and catching staff.
Oh, it's now 4 errors on the game for the Tom Sox.
None for Winchester either, which is even more astounding that the Sox still have the lead.
First pitch down low to Brody Connors. He let off the top of the 6th with a 1-3 putout. It was weak contact to Chris Fortunato. 1-0. There's now a runner at second. That is Jaime Padilla. Connors with a chance to tie the ball game with 1 swing, or even with the go-ahead. 1-0. Down low. Ball 2. So far on the season, Connors has 12 RBIs. That's 3rd on the team coming into today. 3-0. Can't find the zone. A 4-pitch walk. Eric Davis leads it off. Now that'll bring up Cameron Tillefson, a tough bat.
I don't want to be a downer, but this is just eerily similar to what we saw happen against Stanton the other night, where the pitching staff just kind of fed off the lack of confidence from one to the other, as we now have a pinch hitter in for the Winchester Royals.
It's J.P. Williams, and nobody does it better in terms of qualified batters. Leads the team in average on-base percentage, slugging, and OPS. Also riding a 7-game hitting streak, a 9-game on-base streak. So,
well, that is a fantastic substitution from the Winchester coaching staff. Talk about knowing time and situation. You bring in one of your best bats.
Might have to play out the 7th. First pitch. Can't find the zone. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
I wonder if Summerlin standing up when that ball was coming at him had any swaying of Dickerson's decision.
Not sure. Check swing. They'll say it went. Regardless, that's a strike. So 1-1 count. Here with 1 out and runners at first and second. And Connors and Padilla respectively. That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Huge sigh of relief from the Tom Sox faithful. J.P. Williams, the 1-2. That one is lined, and it will get down for a base hit. The tying run looks to come home. And he does. The throw to third is not in time. It's a 5-5 ball game, which means we'll go to the bottom of the 7th, regardless of what happens here.
It's going to be 3 straight games for the Sox that are just coming right down to the wire. The walk-off against Covington, the lost lead against Stanton, and now this back-and-forth battle between Winchester and Charlottesville. Tight games as we head into the finish of this season.
First pitch down low, 1-0 to Reese Newberry. A scoring update from Waynesboro. It's tied 8-8 in the bottom of the 10th. And the bases are loaded with no outs.
Have a strong feeling on what's about to happen in that game.
Yeah. There you go. Throw back to J.P. Williams, they'll say. It was a single for him, so he extends his hitting streak, and then a comedy of errors and whatnots. That'll hit him. Bases are loaded. It's a 5-5 ball game.
This is what we were talking about, where the confidence of the pitching staff, better or worse, feeds off of each other. And right now, that lack of confidence that fed from the end of Fortunato's outing into Davis's outing right now, there just needs to be some uplifting between the sides.
Not sure of the call. Todd Abraham, and Voxy's got 2 walks today. 1-0 after the pitch clock violation is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. They got somebody else moving in the bullpen. Bryce Neely grabs the ball. It's actually Luke Craddock who's out there in the bullpen as well. 1-1 is not going to find the zone. It's ball and 1 strike.
Well, Luke Craddock getting warm, that tells you something. The Sox are thin today with their pitching staff, and he's not the worst position player to throw.
No. That will get down for a base hit. 1 run at least is in, and they'll keep it at that. So it's 6-5, and man, you gotta hate it. Back-to-back 4-run frames at the end of games. Come on, man.
Even for the Sox, actually it's 3 times in a row because the Sox put up 4 in the bottom of the 9th to tie it up in Covington.
Yeah.
Look, I know things seem down, but this game is far from over. The Sox still have a chance to bat. They still have a chance to bat. There's a lot of ball game left. And even though they're down by 1, you get 1 roll over to short. That's an easy flip. A double play is there. See a meeting between Davis and Summerlin right now.
The good news is that's station to station. So it's now bases are loaded. A pinch runner is going to come in for Winchester.
Number 12.
Number 12. Andrew Serra.
Interesting. Well, there goes his chances at pitching in the contest.
Well,
Unless they were to strip the DH.
yeah, you wouldn't want to drop the DH here, but that's one of the more interesting choices.
Fielder Christian Dillard.
I'll bring up Dillard. First pitch to Christian Dillard, swing and a miss. First sign of life for the crowd in quite a while.
And Dillard's had a swinging problem today. Even though he's flown out to center his last 2 times up, he swings and misses at a lot of balls before getting contact.
Love to see the whiff rate on him. It's the 0-1, chucks upstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
He did strike out all the way back in the top of the 2nd when Arma was on the mound.
One from Davis. That one fouled back behind us, so a 2-strike count for the first time in a while. Davis trying to stay calm, cool, collected on the mound with the bases loaded. 1 gone, Top Sox trail 6-5 in the top of the 7th. 1-2. Called, strike 3. The Sox are 1 out away from taking it to the bottom of the 7th.
That is an important step in the right direction, and it cannot be understated. It cannot be. Now you have all the power for Eric Davis. Weak contact, a fly out, a pop out, a strike, it doesn't matter. Just get the out.
First pitch shows bunt, goes down there. Tough pick for Davis. He can't make the play, and there is no play. They're back to third. He's safe, so it's a 7-5 ball game.
Wow. That was tight. That was really close over there at third. That was a good heads up by Campy to see the runner was off the bag and throw it back to McCollum. I'm not sure if he just missed on the tag or if the runner got back in safely. Whatever it was a tight play.
Bodie Pullen So now up to bat is a scoring update from Waynesboro. Waynesboro walked it off. A 9-8 win in 10 innings. They'll play a second game later. First pitch, swing and a miss. To Bodie Poland, who singled and came around to score earlier on in this inning. Line drive into center. And a nice catch for Tommy Lansness. Now the Tom Sox down to its final 3 outs. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, it's the Royals 7 and the Tom Sox 5. We'll be right back here on the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.
Stay connected with the Tom Sox. Follow at Seville Tom Sox on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X for the latest team updates and primetime content. Explore our redesigned website at TomSox.org for everything Tom Sox baseball and sign up for our no-cost email newsletter. Subscribe to the official YouTube channel of your 4-time Valley Baseball League champion, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Highlight videos, game recaps, full games, in-depth interviews, and so much more on the official digital home of the Charlottesville Tom Sox.
Some defensive alignment changes for the Winchester Royals. James Pitts is now behind the plate as the catcher, and J.P. Williams takes to Lefson's spot at first. But now it's Harrison Campy at the bottom of the order. He had a single, came around to score back the 5th. First pitch is slapped on the ground to short. Easy play for Fortman across the diamond, and a hop and jumping play. And 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out.
That was tight. Campy almost made it all the way back in, but first baseman Williams in his first play at first base as well. The jump just timed right enough to get Campy out.
After the 5-run frame, it seems as though no lead is safe. There's McCollum, first pitch, he takes down Broadway. First strike, it's 0-1. McCollum had a double, came around to score back in the 5th. It was a 3-run frame for the Sox then to take the lead. It's a weak fly into right center, making the catch is Dillard, and quickly 2 gone. It's been 3 pitches and 2 outs. And now it comes down to Chase Jackson all of a sudden.
Well, in the last couple of games, we've seen the Sox start their offensive firepower in the last inning with 2 outs. You think about Lucas Reams' 2-run home run last night, and then, of course, the 4 runs that they scored to tie things up against Covington.
First pitch to Jackson, runs inside for a ball. Back to that point you were talking about, 2-out hitting. Watches that one go in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Walked, came around to score his last time up back in the 5th. Also the victim of 2 ground outs today. 1-1, breaking ball. Can't find the zone on the kneecaps. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. So now here comes Chase Jackson with 2 outs and bases empty. 2-1. Check swing. They'll say he won't go. Almost clipped a piece of him.
Yeah, I think the fact that he was running away kind of diminished the potential of his check swing. They gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Jackson ready with the 3-1 home. Chopper right back to the pitcher. And thrown on to first, Jovia finishes the game as he throws to J.P. Williams as a 5-run 7th. Gives the Winchester Royals a 7-5 win over your Charlottesville Tom Sox today.
It was a game that Charlottesville was cruising through. They had in the bag, and then, again, the confidence of the pitching. When it's down, it's down. When it's up, and today it got down in a hurry, and they never recovered.
It's tough to see from that. A 5-run frame as Charlottesville Tom Sox out-hit the Winchester Royals 6-5 today, and once again, we're on the hook for 5 errors. Winchester has 0. The so-called man of the match, as you could say, is Braden Bachman, who went 2 for 2. But now, down the stretch, you got the All-Star game coming up. What do you think these 2 days are really going to do as they look to keep going with the playoff push?
I mean, I think it gives you a couple days to reset. You know, you enjoy some good baseball up in Bethesda, Maryland. You come back, think of this as a 9-game season. You want to finish above 500. The Sox can still do so. They fall to 12-15. But now it's even more pivotal, considering Culpeper just lost as well. Nothing really changes. We'll see what Harrisonburg does. They're up 2-0 against Purcellville right now. That's definitely a game to look at.
Yeah, one of the many games to look at across the league tonight. The All-Star game will be taking place on June 7th in Bethesda, Maryland. That'll be on Tuesday. We appreciate you guys for tuning in today. For the SID, Luke Stefanisco, and the beat writer, Matt Becker, and for Landon Weaver, I've been Brian Portney saying thank you so long, and we'll see you next time right here from the Charlotte Airport Field and the Tom Sox Broadcast Network.